this is the beginning of the end for YouTube. I mean that too. When they implemented Google Plus and changed the layout in YouTube 1, those weren't too bad. But this one is disgusting. It's actively damaging the website. It's potentially destroying livelihoods. And it is wrong. If you're not aware, YouTube has now implemented their new content ID system, which, if you know it, it's like Skynet and can detect anything that is third party. And now they've done it to even partnered people with networks. So, say you're partnered with Polaris, you normally get protected by that network from this sort of content ID stuff. Like, I sure didn't. But, yep, not anymore. Now everybody's affected. Every last person. And this is mainly affecting gaming YouTubers. You've probably seen it. There are a lot of people who've been affected. Angry Joe's just one example. 62 of his videos got content ID claims on them. Once a content ID claim is put on a video, it means you can no longer monetize it, which means that you can no longer make revenue. That revenue goes directly to the third party person who claimed it. So say you put up a video and EA claimed it. You can either acknowledge it, which means that you lose all the monetization rights. Ads get put on automatically. You don't, no choice in changing that. And all of the money from the ads goes to EA and Google. Or you can dispute it. And if you don't dispute it effectively, then that gets left there and they keep making money. And if you try and dispute it again and you lose, you'll get a copyright strike. 3 strikes and you're out. There's not really any way to fight back, let's put it that way. Because Google is such a shady corporation that you can't contact anyone. Like, seriously, try and contact someone from Google. You can't. It's virtually impossible. They don't care. Nobody cares. Now, you may be saying, oh, but if someone's putting up game content, that means that it belongs to the developer and the publisher, so they have all the rights to do that. No, that's not true. If you were doing Let's Plays, that's more of a shady area, but if you're doing review, overview, a discussion, that's fine. And do you know where that is fine? It is protected under fair use laws. Law! As in, it is law. It has been signed into law. It's part of US law. And as a result, because it's, YouTube is an American website, it branches out to everybody. You're all protected under fair use laws. Let me explain what fair use laws are. Essentially, you are able to use third-party content if it is in review, critique, and that's the main point. That you're allowed to use third-party content if you're reviewing or critiquing it. Say you took a trailer for an upcoming game, which, you can't access that game. Your only option is to use the footage from the publisher. But as long as you acknowledge the publisher and the developer, and it's for critique and you're not just re-uploading it and making money, that's fine. But with the new content ID system, it doesn't work like that. They even detect a hint of third-party stuff in there, they'll come after you. And sometimes the video is blocked worldwide. Blocked worldwide. That is absurd. And for anybody to defend this, how could you? So many people have been affected, and it's potentially damaging their livelihoods. People make a living off of YouTube, and it's not like it's an easy job. No, it's still a job. They're making content for free, for you, and you don't pay a dime. And for you to say that these people deserve to have these things happen to them, that's disgraceful. This is terrible news. There are lots of people who are seriously at risk. Seriously at risk. Even the big YouTubers are at risk. And there are some people who are already leaving YouTube because they're too scared that they're potentially going to have their channel blocked, and as a result lose everything that they've worked for, ruining their livelihood. And to say that's fine because they use third-party content from a game that they bought and that they're reviewing or critiquing, I beg to differ. You know, people need to know that this is happening, because it seems like Google keep making mistake after mistake. You know, every time they implement something new, it's worse than before. Every time. When is the what is the first thing that, name one thing that Google has implemented into YouTube ever since they took it over that's been good, a good change? YouTube 1 wasn't very good. Google Plus integration wasn't very good. And now this is the worst of it all. And they think it's going to get worse. Which just baffles me, because there are so many people who have been affected. I urge you to let other people know. Just tell people, hey, Google are being terrible to some people. You know, honest, hard-working people who make free content that you enjoy. And this is coming from a guy who gets most of his, you know, entertainment from YouTube. Because that's really the only place you can go to get gaming content specifically. Like, yeah, there's big publication websites that people have a deep mistrust of, myself included, or some YouTubers who you may like. And they're all in danger. And essentially, if all of this keeps going and they don't change it, then there are going to be people who either leave or are going to have to change their format to just them speaking in front of a webcam. Which is just terrible. Let people know. Let people know that this is happening. I'm Friggy, and as always, have a good one.